some more Disco Elysium. It seems like maybe the game is up a little high, but it's probably just because of the music. I turned it down a little. No, I don't know. I'm just gonna turn it back up. Okay. Well, let's see where we were last time. I forget a lot in a week. It doesn't take me long. This game is so dense, I think. That's probably why. I'm gonna say that anyway. I know that I met a gal who makes dice for TCG or GP games. Is that what it is? Tabletop games? RPG? Yeah. D&D type games. And she gave me some dice. Some police themed dice, which, you know, whatever. I'll probably try to buy another kind. But that was very nice of her. I think that's what I'm coming out of now. I talked to this girl here who likes to paint stuff. And I'm trying to figure out what I need to do. I probably need to talk to this rich bitch over here on the boat. Gotta remember where to go. Oh, right, okay. And I found the bag. The bag I have is to collect bottles and cans, so then I can turn them in somewhere, I forgot where, and get money for it. Because I'm kind of strapped on cash, and I have to pay my hotel fee, otherwise he kicks me out. And I came up to this place to meet with a guy who said he wanted to meet. Well, he didn't say it, but he threw down the key to talk about the investigation. But I didn't find him. And I kind of forgot what happened. Let's see. Oh, and I got this cool outfit. I stole all of it. I got the hat, the jacket. I'm looking pretty good here. My shoes are awesome. Commercial area. I did look into the supposed curse, which ended up being capitalism. Very interesting. Report back to her. Okay, we'll see what she says. Oh, I'm supposed to investigate an apartment. I think that was the one that I was in. Okay. And we're on day 2. Actually, no, that's not the one. Sorry, Kim. It was this one.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging the furniture. The number on the panel says 10.
This apartment is supposed to be empty. Did you break in here?
Excuse me? Of course not.
Well...
Scare them. Suspected of some big crime.
Half-Light is always ready to go.
There's no sweet talking your way in there. Be official.
Okay. Are you cooking morphine in there? How about then open the door so I can verify your identity?
Oh, come on!
It worked.
That was smart.
It was. Thank you. Alright. Oh, nice suit. Oh my god, it kind of looks like me. A blister pack of medicine peeks out of the box. You should take it. Can you take it? There's a mattress.
Satisfied? My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
Boy, there are a lot of different keys there. More than 20 at least. Her voice is really cheerful, despite her obviously hating you.
Well, I hate her too.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
I'll inspect the passport.
It feels flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo. There's a picture of her with shorter hair inside, along with all her personal details. Be friendly.
Okay. Nice haircut.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour.
What are you doing here?
I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
I fuck shit up too. We're gonna go with that.
Ha! Sounds like you've spent too much time undercover in some rock band.
Maybe. Who lived here?
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent. But that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that it? I'm in a hurry.
I definitely have more questions here. Who lived in the foreclosed apartment down the hallway?
Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall.
So preppy. She's probably on some low-grade performance enhancers, like Preptide or Pericanine.
I would not have thought that.
A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
The sum must have been puny. Oh, it irks her. The incompetence.
So wait, what happened with the wall?
Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both.
That's all. Thank you.
Of course.
Ooh. Oh my goodness. Look at those. Well, I got something out of here, huh? I'm gonna go ahead and change shoes. It's very important. Yeah, those are some really nice shoes. Oh, I really like the green ones though, but yeah, I'm gonna keep, well, what do they do? I forget that they do things. 1 to indirect modes of taxation, affluent moneymaker man. Still not quite sure what they do. Maybe things will be worth more, like the cans that I've been picking up. But Yeah, I'll keep these on.
The luxury of fine things. Just look at those black monk straps.
Yeah.
After spending an entire day hustling, who's to say that you didn't deserve a pair of ridiculously expensive shoes on
Exactly.
your tired feet?
You're right. Beautiful things do make people happy.
Beautiful things give you a rush. It's power, crafting your style, draping your flesh in silk and leather, deciding how to present yourself to the world. Remember, when they come to take it away from you, you worked for those shoes. Whether you like it or not, wearing these shoes has made you more liberal, ultra liberal.
Ultra. Well, maybe I should put them back on. It's the difficult part of the game. Figuring out what to wear. Okay, lady. I'll tell you what I saw.
Give me a moment.
I didn't find any counterculture people in apartment 10. It was just a real estate agent setting up the room for new tenants.
I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them.
No one is coming. There will be nothing but squalor unless we start killing real estate agents. Lax women and sexual deviants, that's who will come. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the real estate agent thing.
We won't be killing anyone. And you shouldn't say things like that. You're a police officer. There's been enough killing. I've seen it.
She's seen it and known those who have been killed.
Alright, thanks.
Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
Can't. What do you mean?
Nothing, nothing. You're right. Get in there. Deep. Invade every personal space. Break every lock.
I'm just browsing.
Yes, that's what it is. A quick peek here, a short glance there. It's all quite delectable.
Yeah. Forget what's in here. Oh, I haven't been up here. This is where the guy was. The breaker box is full of cigarette butts and electric wires. Someone's growing a rosemary, thyme, and a cactus. Just a door. What's going on in here?
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Someone here really values their security. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Okay.
Let's see if anyone's home.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening. We should return tonight after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
What are you talking about? Okay, I'm curious why this is here, so I'm gonna say
The
it.
smoker on the balcony. This is why we are here, right? He might know something about the murder. So, tonight at 9 p.m.?
Okay.
Tonight at 9 p.m., right here, apartment number 28.
I wonder if
Good,
it'll
let's
remind
go.
me. Because on Wednesday, which I think, so it says day 2 down there in the bottom right hand side. So maybe day 3 is Wednesday, but I'm supposed to do something on the pier. I gotta remember that. Apartment 29. Oh. Complete silence. Whoever lives there isn't home. Apartment 30. Oh, shit. Nope, nope. It's clicking over. Voices from within, singing along to some buoyant dance track. $0.75. I have enough to pay for my hotel. Boom. I'll be able to buy those dice in no time. And I forgot how I got up here. Oh, it was right over here. Maybe not. Oh, yep. Alright, I'm glad I went there. There's our buddy. I've been in there. That's where that fascist guy lives. Who I haven't met. Let's go talk to the lady on the pier. I think I'm gonna play it cool with her and act like I'm on her side first. That's what I've been doing.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. I don't need one myself, you see.
Alright.
All around you,
Joyce.
rain keeps falling down. On the wooden boards she's standing on, and on the water around you.
I could use a coat like that. The rain is freezing.
Sadly, I need this one myself. It's hydrophobic, repels water. Almost magically. The company makes them for offshore platform personnel. Very sturdy. What I can do for you is answer some questions. Nothing like talking to pass a rainy day.
I think I've asked every one of these already. I have. Let's see what she has to say. And talk to her about her business problems here.
What have you found? And also, do buy the books. There may be teachings in them.
Okay. Oh, I don't know if I want to tell her about her. I'm not ready to make this choice just yet. I'm gonna go pay my rent here at the hotel. Oh shit, it said something about the collecting the bottles and where to take them. I missed it. I think I have to talk to Seabass again too.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real?
I do. Here it is.
This again. You just won't let it go, will
What?
you? Real funny.
Oh, I think I handed him
But
the
this
check.
establishment only takes cash. Now,
Frit, near the gates. They'll exchange it.
Oh, I forgot to go down this way.
Good.
Okay.
You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Never ends.
How could anyone forget, asshole?
Right.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
So the phone line is dead?
Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers.
Is it true that there was foul play?
Who told you that?
I would never disclose my sources. That would be dishonorable.
Fine, yeah. It looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know if it's at all related. Plenty of assholes around here who aren't murderers.
He's exhausted from years of dealing with the assholes. That's why he's trying so hard not to be one too.
If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me know
If he's
so
trying
I
hard
can
enough.
forward them the repair bill.
Alright.
Yes?
Can I sing yet? I'm supposed to try to sing. There you go, Kim. Alright.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
Well. Oh boy. Authority 3%. I found 8 sets of footprints, but there's only 7 of you. Where's the 8th Hardy Boy?
What are you talking about, madman? There's no 8th Hardy Boy. There's 7 of us and we're all here. Or what? You want to be the 8th Hardy Boy? We ain't hiring.
Actually, boss, we've been talking and we think she could maybe...
This person Glenn wants to hire, he really respects her.
Shut the fuck up, Glenn!
Who?
I do
Oh.
talking here.
I think my suspicions
Now
were
what the
right.
fuck do you want, cop?
Cop.
So let me get this straight. There is an 8th Hardy Boy. It's a she, and you don't like us talking about her?
I think it's the girl who works here. Or worked.
That's right. We're not talking about this. This is a private Hardy Boys matter. Nothing to do with your shit. And you're not cops here. Don't go digging around if you don't want a bullet in the back of your head. I'm watching you.
Good. We are all watching each other. Officer, your question.
There's no point in pushing it further, he thinks. This is already a victory. We'll learn more about this 8th Hardy sooner or later.
Yep. I'll see you later, Seabass. Okay, I remember I called that woman before on the phone in his vehicle. I wonder if I can call her again.
Droplets of rain fall on the white on blue police livery of the motor carriage.
Wait, why am I even thinking about this? Wasn't I supposed to...
Do something important? Something murder-related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery. Even at a standstill, the unibody Caprice Kanema looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look. Someone has waxed it recently.
Really? Oh, that's a really corny thing to say. Well, I'll say it then. That machine really puts the loco back in locomotion.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look?
Yes. What's it packing there?
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
That's what? A 7-liter V12?
7.2. Supercharged.
Saying these words brings him immense joy.
A fine machine.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down.
You need to slam it, Kim. Make it more imposing.
Sorry, I'm not following you.
Lingo it up.
Drop the ride. 200 mil. Get the camber to Frosty Frost minuses. I don't know what I'm saying.
That's porno tuning.
Use bigger words.
It needs a massive aero kit and a gargantuan roof-mounted...
Porno. That's short for pornography.
So what's wrong with pornography?
That's a negative on the porno. Thank you, though.
Okay. Let's see what the other
Yes.
thing...
It's nice and all, but why so?
Sorry.
Lingo it up.
No.
Use bigger words.
What about the spinners then, huh?
Those spinners were elegant. Sleek. Radiant, even. What you're suggesting is porno.
Trust me, it's cool.
Porno. That's short for pornography.
Alright, I guess it did get a bit porny there.
I'm sincerely relieved I don't have to try and convince you of that. Back to work?
Yep. Is it possible to...
Inside, you see a set
Yeah.
of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Oh, okay. Connect me with Sylvia again.
Just a second, officer. Sylvie Malaika on the line for you, officer. Yes, hello?
Hey, Sylvia, it's the police again.
Oh, great. What else do you need, detective?
You quit your job at the Whirling. Why?
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Wait, why aren't you comfortable discussing it with me?
Let's just say I left because I needed to get away from someone.
To get away from whom?
You know whom.
You think you hear a sliver of accusation in her words. Don't be paranoid. She's obviously talking about someone else, not you.
You mean me? You need to get away from me?
I really don't want to talk about this. Let's just forget about this, okay?
Alright, I won't push you on this. Are you ever coming back to work?
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
Have you seen my gun?
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective.
I showed you my gun? When did it happen?
You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and...
Sounds like it's going to be bad. Do you really want to know?
And what? What did I do?
You were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes. It got pretty graphic.
Yep, that sounds like me.
Some poor sod was trying to eat his pudding while you were screaming, spit flying, imitating the mercy shot right next to him. Spat some in his food. I don't think he touched it after. People tried to back away from you or even slip out of the door, but you screamed. I am the goddamned law, and you have to listen to me. You are all suspects in a murder investigation.
Good lord, that's a dark first option. Okay, but what happened to my gun? Okay, I don't know what to say.
Me neither.
I'm not gonna say. Why would I threaten to kill myself? I mean, look at this world. I'd love to stay.
There is silence on the other end
And I
of
should
the
just go.
line.
I should have. Okay. Yes, but what happened to my gun?
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like big bucks cannot lie and guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns. It almost looked like you pawned it, but believe me, I did not ask.
I pawned it. That's not surprising at all.
You hear the call breaking up on
everything.
the other end of the radio, and then the already familiar voice.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
I'm done with the radio.
57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers, a radio on a hook, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
All right. Keep searching for the caller. Okay. So maybe talk to some of the drive. Oh, it would be these guys.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
You seem like a man who knows about drugs.
Ah, man. Me and narcotics go way back. Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know?
I do.
But those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man?
Just be straight with him.
Yeah, let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs out of Terminal B.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration.
Wait, then why are you still hanging around?
Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo, and it gives me time to work on my rhymes.
Who do you think could be conducting the drug trade then?
Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions.
Alright, well, that one's not gonna work, is it? Hit him with your best verse. Oh my god. Alright, see you later. Maybe it's her.
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph in her hands. In the background, the radio plays.
I'm gonna snap my fingers in front of her face.
If you want her attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Oh my god, I'll snap my fingers again.
Where am I? Who are you?
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the weary aspect of a cornered beast.
Are you alright, ma'am? You are out.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
Wait, what's so bad about the 50s?
The men have small jaws and everything is made out of plastic. Why do you need plastic when you can make the world out of amber?
When else would you be then?
Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution. The sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boyadero picture starring Gabriel Buendero. Until you came along, that is.
Who is Gabrielle Buengarro?
This is Gabriel Buengarro.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen. This man's got a hold over her, even 50 years later. You can feel it.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the screen. And schoolboys used to memorize all of his lines.
So I take it you were in Mesk when you were young?
Someone was.
Someone? Are these not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not? They're beautiful. That is all that matters. Beautiful and true. And they will win. They're coming for this, you know? All of this.
She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away, like a tidal wave approaching.
Sorry to interrupt your dreaming, ma'am.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the mine behind the Black Sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden. While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution, in Methk, it was a golden age.
Right. I have some other questions for you. Police questions.
Why not, Harife?
Oh my
It's
God,
not like
what
I
does
have
that mean?
anything better to do in this hellhole.
Okay.
There's something off about this woman. Tell her
Is
to
there?
show you the soles of her boots. Maybe she was at the hanging somehow.
Okay. Well, let's maybe not go straight into that. What are you hauling?
Diamonds.
What? Diamonds?
Of course not.
Oh,
But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
it would.
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't know what you're hauling in your own lorry?
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
I think it could be her. Also, I don't know what she means.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
Wait, do you get high off driving a lorry?
Oh, it's so much more than a high where I go, Harife. It's low. I go to the bottom.
I have to sneeze. No, it's gone. Damn it.
Yeah, it's definitely some kick. Some terrible kick in the dark. A sleep kick. Perhaps you can find out later.
What if the cargo is contraband?
Then it's contraband, Loman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me
I mean, I
away
get
like
it.
Bad
I
Hand
get it.
Hermenegildo.
Boyadero. I still don't really understand this whole Boyadero thing.
Of course not. To truly understand the Boyadero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain.
Okay, what's that?
It's an old ballad about a young girl who falls in love with a daring Boyadero. He promises to marry her as soon as he returns from the Western Plain.
I'm guessing that doesn't happen.
Of course not. The Boyadero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved are out walking along the river Maigret, she pleads with him to give up his riding and settle down.
I think I see where this is going.
So the Boyadero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Maigret. Then he rides off.
Oh,
Because the
I don't
Western
think
Plain is calling to him.
That's not where I thought that was going.
You have to understand. A true boyadeiro needs a whole horizon to himself. He can't be tied down by man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a boyadeiro.
What if to truly love a boyadero is to float lifeless downstream?
You seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs. That's really what I'm going with here. I'm just gonna say that to everybody.
What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel. The great adversary. No drugs can compare.
The adversary?
Yes. There is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no
Same.
coming back from that hole.
I don't like the sound of any of that. Sounds like a horrible drug. The worst one of them all.
Where could I get my hands on an experience like that?
If you don't know,
I wanted to ask if you'd be interested in smuggling some drugs.
why would I want to do that?
For the glory of the World Republic, liberation of the spirit and body.
Lowman, what in the name of God are you talking about?
I don't know. I don't. Okay, let's put it another way. Are you smuggling drugs through Terminal B?
Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
Okay. You said earlier you don't know what cargo you're hauling. Could it be drugs?
Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grat, on the U41A. What do you think they take from Saramiriza to Grat, Lowman?
Drugs?
No, Lowman, diamonds.
Damn this.
This
Make
cop thing
her
is hard.
answer.
This whole detective thing is a little hard. What route do I want to take with this conversation? If you had to guess, who do you think is smuggling drugs around here?
Easy. He's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet.
You told me it wasn't him,
Also,
so...
he's the only one I can see from here.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Okay, if you're not involved with the drug trafficking, then why are you still waiting here?
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the features of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree.
That's true. Then you can look right over at the strike, which is very, that's interesting, I think.
Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will, to the Great Plains.
I think we're done here, no?
Yeah, I think so. I don't really care about the drugs anyway, to be honest with you. But I kind of want to say, let's see, before I came, you seemed away.
She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her things.
Okay.
So he doesn't think she's a smuggler.
You hear that, Lowman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
Wait, why is that, Lieutenant?
Nothing. I just don't think she's connected to anything.
He's worried, but not for her. For you.
Okay.
What is it about this woman? If she's not connected to anything?
Should you drive the lorry if you get like that?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best camioners around. I drive routes no one else will.
What routes?
Lomonosov's Land, Udashnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain.
A terrible cold comes over her, rattling her teeth as she stares inward.
The Transcatolia Magistral, U41A, Adestradas do Mirador, all the good ones. The deep trenches, where the bluebirds fly.
I'm something of an expert in blacking out. You should take better care of yourself.
You're right, Lowman. I'm the one who should take my health more seriously. Thank you for looking out for me.
You're welcome.
A correct appraisal. You're quite shabby.
Is that all you woke me up to say?
I think so. Yep.
Yes, go. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mesky.
I'll get the hang of the landscape in this game eventually. But for now, no idea. I think we go right in here. Through, nope. Nope. God, why do I forget? I forget what this guy's about. Is he anti-strike? I think he's anti-strike. Yeah. I've talked to this guy before, but let's see if he's up to anything.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
Labor Utopia.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains. Right, you talk to the boss eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
That weasel I visited, it turns out he's one hell of a colonial mug collection. He has one hell of a colonial mug collection.
Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole.
Yeah, his mug collection certainly represented antiquated social values.
Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work. Thanks for helping out, friend.
Actually, do you know anything about the Hardy Boys?
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. A bit too high-strung, but it comes with the responsibility. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Eberhard's law. But really, they're just like you.
Okay, good talking to you.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over a display.
Oh, I wish I had $4. What's that?
What is what? It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
Her attention is drawn to the raincoats. Stealing one.
I wonder if she'll buy my bottles.
Is this about the questions again?
Oh, I can
'Cause
cash.
I don't really know anything.
I need to exchange this novelty check for cash.
Wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir. Anything else I can do for you?
Blow the whole thing on speed and gin right now. Speed and gin. Great combo. Ask some local dealers, maybe.
Does Fritte have a warehouse in the back of Whirling and Rags?
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
Come on, give me something to work with here.
She looks up from under her brow.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
Okay. Do you have any ammonia for sale?
She looks up from her magazine, eyes filled with tired ennui.
Yes. What we have is there, in the medicine cabinet. Go take a look yourself.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
I do have a few of these. That would be nice. Magnesium. Okay, I don't know which one is, I do need some morale.
Okay, here.
Thank
I
you.
hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Maybe.
Okay,
buy
here.
it.
I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
I'll buy some things. Oh, okay. Well, so do I have to take it? Because the blue out down in the left corner, that's morale, I think. And then I can click that button. Okay. Well, it went up 1. Can I go up? Okay. There we go. That might help.
The tear machine stands in the
there it
corner.
is.
A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
I am.
You're 100%
So good.
sure you got special Hobocop money for that tier. At least 100% extra tier money. If the numbers on the machine told you otherwise, it's a lie.
Well, I still feel good about it. I mean, I could probably buy that coat now.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent.
Here
I'll
you
buy
go.
one. I might need it. Alright. Cool. And I'll keep looking around for bottles. I think there's another guy hauling things. Nope, there were. Ooh, I got stuck. This way.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Okay. Yeah, I'm good. I don't care that much right now. Let's go there.
You keep coming back.
I do.
That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes, keep saving that economy.
Half-light, composure. Those are some nice pants. I'll take the
You
itchy
won't
pants.
regret it, officer.
I wonder if I should do this. Let's go for it.
Something cold
Ah.
grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. This jacket is the apex of human evolution, the moment at which man became weatherproof.
He doesn't even have to sell me on it. I sell it on myself. Or the voices do.
Practical, and yet it may deaden your senses to the world around you. Possibly because of the awful typeface.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
Composure and shivers. Browse?
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand, buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving. Gotta prepare for springtime, right?
Thank you. Wee. Check those out. I look crazy. The fishnet? How do I take my jacket off? Put another one on? Endurance. I wonder if I go talk to those guys down by the pier that are like obsessed with this sort of stuff, that they'll talk to me more if I'm wearing it. Itch rage. This is where I'm supposed to go on Wednesday.
A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where an indicator light used to be, and a mechanical lever sitting in the middle. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything. You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then, nothing happens. A spring brings the lever back to its original position. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday?
Yeah. Okay.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100% guaranteed.
Ooh. It takes away some logic. How about I try them on?
These are hideous. What's more, they don't even fit your face. You can feel them pinching your nose and chafing against your brow.
Damn, officer! You look like a mega secret spy. Very secret. They're practically made for you. I'll let you have them for 2 real and 50 cents.
They're perfect for concealing your bloodshot and baggy eyes.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Oh, come on. Don't tell me what to do, Kim. I like those sunglasses.
No, I can't. We can't walk around with you looking like this. Okay, fine. Go ahead. If you want to look like a walking midlife crisis, then who am I to interfere?
I mean, I don't know what I look like right now. So.
The lieutenant's reverse psychology forbidee doesn't work on you. If you want to look like a mega secret midlife crisis, that's your choice.
Shades of self-destruction. I'm gonna pass on those right now. I'm just going on a little shopping spree here. Ooh. Nice. I hope people litter more. I keep forgetting how the fuck to get to places.
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right?
I discarded it. Okay, I didn't know I was gonna get rid of it completely. Okay, I'm gonna talk to these guys again.
I have really outdone myself. This is divine.
Yes, that's what you need, Gaston. More padding on that fat ass of yours. I hope your heart gives out.
René, it's a little pleasures. Life doesn't need to be a struggle. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance on this fine day?
Looks delicious. Can I have a bite of that?
I'm sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal, it's just a principle.
The only one you have.
Suddenly you realize how hungry you are. The last time you ate must have been God knows when.
Don't be a dick, Gaston. There's plenty for everyone.
Believe me, officer, I wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable. In my age, you need to pay attention to these things.
You can barely hear him. The sweet smell of pickles in harmony with garlic butter and marinated onions emanating from the sandwich is driving your mind in a singular direction. It must be yours.
I made butter about a week ago. I had some, or maybe longer than a week ago. I had some heavy cream left over from Thanksgiving that I use in mashed potatoes. And I don't use heavy cream for anything else, so I just started whipping it up and looked up how to do it, and I made butter. Kinda cool. I'm just gonna I guess we'll keep talking about the sandwich.
Fuck off! It's mine!
Oh, they're playing that
sorry,
game.
Officer.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a bad way. But the sandwich is mine. I'm not gonna share it.
When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides. But try to get a bite of his dear sandwich and he gets claws? We are a special kind of vermin, Gaston.
Tell me, what do you know about the dead man?
Let me think. I heard someone was hanged and left on a tree for a week. But that's all I know, really.
Come on, you must have heard something.
No, officers, I'm sorry. And I really would like to assist. You are both good guys. I can see that.
Then help them, you wimp. You have plenty of shoulder with the ghost caviar in the Union. Someone must know something.
I wish I could, but I just don't know anything. I always keep my nose clean and don't gossip. Everyone knows and respects that.
Respects?
Sounds a bit like you're holding back.
I'm not. I'm not even anyone.
Of course he's holding back. His mouth is so full of Union prick he can't even speak properly.
Oh my.
Can I at least finish my fucking sentence before you piss on it? Is that okay, René? I'm not anyone important in the Union. I just know Evrard.
How do you know Evrard?
Everyone in Martinez knows the Clare brothers. I taught these boys human studies and history in the gymnasium.
What do you know about history? You never witnessed history. Only heard about it years later, when it had already moved on.
I mean, that's knowing history,
you
buddy.
don't know history.
The old soldier mumbles something under his breath and turns to face the sea.
Let's try not to get caught in a crossfire.
Lest we leave riddled with bullet holes. This animosity is ancient.
Are you a Union member?
Oh, in many ways, yes. Like an honorary member. I attend meetings and parties.
That's
help
nice.
with little things. Evrard, Edgar, and the older debarders all know me.
In many ways?
Oh, yes.
So you're not an actual member?
Not in the technical sense. I don't have a vote or a membership card. But Evrard keeps me on the payroll. just for the little things.
Of course he's not a member. He's not a member of anything. I knew that. He's a Weservein. Turns to where the wind blows and tries to look important. I hate the socialist rabble, but even siding with them is better than living your entire life on the fence. Never committing to anything. Pick a damn side already.
Why don't you just focus on your game over there, buddy? What are the little things you do for Everett?
Writing work mostly. Occasionally, he needs something written, and I happen to have a way with words, people say.
What kind of things do you write for him?
Oh, nothing official, I assure you. Just essays for the newspapers. About Martinez and how things are and how they could be. Everett and I have these long talks where...
Well, he tells his little penman exactly what to say. It's commie propaganda, plain and simple. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I do little things for Everett myself. Nothing wrong with that.
That's just the way things work around here. No reason to feel bad about it.
Thanks, that's all for now.
No, thank you. For being consummate professionals. You'll have this case wrapped up in no time.
Oh, dare I talk to him.
Vigilance officer, what can this old carabinier do for you?
Is there anything you can tell me about this rifle? And then I give him the antique firearm I found.
It's a Bell McGrave, 4.46 caliber, breech loading, Revachol made. Good weapon, accurate and reliable. This one's inoperable. The bolt spring is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you find her?
In the basement there.
I'm not surprised. There are probably lots of forgotten wartime weapons lying around here. Back in the day, everyone had something stashed away. As for the rifle, I don't know what else to tell you. These BM-446s are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find.
Renee, I found your guard booth.
Yes, the Debardeurs Union pays me to stand vigil during the nights. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and money is tight.
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
I saw a picture in there. You were in it. You looked happy. Who's the girl?
She is nobody. This is none of your concern, and I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCM.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
Oh. You must have seen something on the night of the murder. Your booth looks right into the yard.
Yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
So why were you on leave?
It's a private matter. Nothing to do with your investigation.
You see, officer, René is the kind of man would rather die than admit he needs medical assistance or, God forbid, sick it. A real man's man is just gonna ride it out.
I'm fine, goddammit. Mind your own business. It's nothing. Just got to cut back on coffee.
It's me.
It's his heart.
So who was working your shift that night?
No one. The boss has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard. It's just me.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday?
Yes. It's not actually an issue. I mean...
Look, officer. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built specially for him. It's mostly decorative.
Mostly decorative?
The possibility of someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the royal carabinier's pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
I like the last one. Everett gets it. Big guys looking after the small, and everyone working together. I love it. He's gonna hate that.
Can we conclude the topic of my guard boost now?
Think
yes,
so?
yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway, so might as well keep an eye out. It keeps my senses sharp.
I've asked everything else already. Fine, just a little heartburn. Oh, that's not good, is it? Right. I want to make something happen this round of playing. I want to move the story along a little more. You know. I feel like I did interrogate them. Maybe it's the people at the front protesting and wanting to work. The right to work folks. I have to gain authority in his eyes. Investigate the crime scene. I did that. Look for witnesses. Equipped incomplete volumetric shit compressor thought. Right. I got the Hobocop, I got this, I got that. Unlock a new slot. Okay. Okay. How do I do that? Actually, I don't even have my phone. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. I'm just gonna look that up really quick. Try not to get any spoilers to pop up here. There are boxes above the 3 they already give you. Highlight one of them and use a skill point to unlock it. Try this on an empty box and it still gives me the prompt to forget a thought. You have to have a thought you haven't started internalizing yet. Click on that in the right hand menu. And if you have a point, it'll show you a slot to unlock. Then you click on that to unlock it, and click on the thought again to start internalizing it. Moderately clunky, and it was getting frustrating, but that's how I did it. I have to have a point. This is probably why I need to stream this game. A little bit of help there. Okay. I was supposed to do something with buying something. I think he talks to me more if I do
Stuck
this.
in the rain in a
That's what it
traffic
seemed
jam,
like.
man. What's on your mind? Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Wicked. I've always wanted a friend in the underworld.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd in the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Ilmaran market lately.
Can I get one of those fallen tracksuits you're hauling?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy. This rockin' beauty. Sure is, like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
Yeah, these lorries are pretty neat.
Neat. For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. These found tracksuits need to find their way to the kids way out in Wamrau and Loran Bird somehow.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry.
Okay, so maybe
Not
he won't
unless they've
sell anything to
illegalized
me.
sports equipment while I was on the road.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Unless there's something around here. Okay, I wonder if Kim will talk to me.
Yes?
No, I guess there's not. Alright, I'm gonna change the clothes again, and I don't think there's any point in looking at the body again, but
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. This button looks new.
This button looks new.
okay, that's
I
the
wouldn't
girl
be
with the
surprised.
knives. What is this? I see someone. Hold on. Let me click that thing on the roof. Ugh.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Ugh. I don't know what to do. I'll go to the library. I'll talk to her.
What have you found? And also, do buy the books. There may be teachings in them.
I saw the entity you told me about. Her name is Niha, and she's a novelty dice maker.
A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice? For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep.
She's not a sorceress or some malicious entity. She's a businesswoman like you.
I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom? How did she explain the curse?
Before you say anything, ask yourself, is the woman really able to withstand the truth? Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. The uncertainty is killing her. To hell with it. Perchance you ought to just lie, sire. You've come this far. You know how to end it. There is an entity behind the entity.
She said it's just capitalism. Bankruptcy is a quirk of our economic system.
Wait, what? The entire economic system is cursed?
This woman's not healthy enough to withstand this level of stress.
Oh God. I'm afraid that only world revolution can help you.
Another revolution? I understand what's going on here. You went in there, rummaged around, and accomplished nothing. And now you're telling me these intellectual things to cover up for it. It's okay. You don't have to. I was wrong to trust another person. I will manage this psychic calamity as I always have. Alone. On my own.
As she has to, every day. Maybe you were wrong. She's endured for at least 4 decades in this world.
Thank you for nothing. Please, do buy some books, or be on your way.
Wow. Total psychic collapse between you two right now.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am. Can we go now?
Yes. Farewell.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Storekeep, what board games do you have here?
Wonderful board games, sir. The Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinda, a very educational game for those interested in geography. Graubritter is a fun game of economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while. We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family?
Do I have friends?
Are you actually friends? Or just colleagues thrown together by circumstance?
I don't feel as if I have any kids.
Friends are technically like family. For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
Alright. So what about these world things?
Lousy auras there. No, role-playing games are popular among those types. You know, who are into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all. I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts. That they have rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff. You can still buy them, though.
Yeah, I mean, I want that game. Then maybe I can play with people. With the dice. Should I buy this, though? Too? Forget.
Wonderful choice, sir. A wholesome family game.
Okay. That checks out. Oh, okay.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundal somewhere.
Hyundal. Storekeep, tell me about the Muscle Man books.
Oh, Man from Hyundal. A very popular series of adventure novels. They're awfully immoral and violent books.
Why are they so popular?
Blood and violence, scantily clad women, epic narratives, all those mystical things he encounters. They're bound to grab those with little imagination and nothing to do.
I'm buying all the wrong things. Sounds good. Which one should I start with?
What does it matter? They're all the same. However, the customer is always right, they say. If you're a novice of the series, I'd recommend Hjelmdalaman, the man from Hjelmdal. It's supposed to be a good introduction to the series.
Maybe later. I wonder if I can see the game. When I can level up. That's right. Level up. Composure. There's a few things I can interact with.
In your hands, you hold a brand new copy of the game, Suzerainty. It's snugly wrapped in a skin of plastic. The cover features a charming illustration depicting a mass of grinning laborers loading goods onto a ship, while a richly dressed administrator oversees their work.
Remove the plastic wrap.
The plastic wrap rips off as easily as a bodice in a tawdry historical romance.
Now open the box.
There's a hiss as the lid slides off. Inside, you find a thick, full-color rulebook and more than a dozen pouches of various wooden components.
I'll read the rulebook.
Welcome to Suzerainty, a game of economic strategy for the whole family. The rulebook is sumptuously illustrated and thick as a Gradian novel.
Economic strategy. More like rapacious plunder and exploitation.
The colorful illustrations depict cheerful workers picking apricots, hauling marble sculptures out of crumbling temples, and harvesting a strange magenta-leafed plant. Everyone is smiling. The instructions are opaque at first, and introduce many concepts you're not familiar with. Fortunately, there are many diagrams and examples throughout. You soon figure out the basic conceit. Each player represents an administrator for the suzerain of Revachol. Your objective is to increase the suzerain's wealth and renown by accumulating victory points.
Fuck the suzerain. What about my wealth and renown?
There is no path to wealth and renown but through the suzerain. As one of the suzerain's trusted administrators, your very function is the glorification of Revachol. That's where the suzerain's vassals come in. The game features 4 vassal nations, each one home to an economically important resource. Each turn, the player collects resources from vassals where they've placed workers. They may then rearrange their workers, fulfill contracts for coin and bonuses, or build structures back in Revachol. As you leaf through the pages, your eye catches on a sidebar labeled Advice for Beginners.
I'll read the advice.
Remember, there are many paths to victory in Suzerainty, but successful players will find one strategy and commit to it wholeheartedly. Boring, boring, boring. Tear up this rulebook and commit some old-school atrocities.
How is the winner determined?
The actual scoring system appears infinitely complex, with a series of tables and appendices required to compute each player's final victory point total. You skip that part for now.
Examine the components.
You open up a number of pouches containing wooden tokens. There are also several punch boards with other cardboard components that will need to be punched out before you can play.
I'll punch out the cardboard pieces one by one.
Each cardboard token makes a satisfying ch as you pop it out. Soon, a neat pile of cardboard coins and counters has accumulated before you.
What? You're not going to offer to let me punch any of them out?
I would've. I'll check out the wooden tokens.
In addition to the worker and building tokens used by each player, there are also several piles of colorful resource tokens, each representing one of the game's 4 principal resources. From the Empire of Safre, orange apricot tokens. From Ilmarat, the ancestral name of Ilmara, gray marble block tokens. From the Seminine Islands, white sacks of sugar tokens. and from Supra Muindi and Sarah Maritza, magenta tokens for unprocessed cocaine leaves.
Oh, those are nice.
I'll put them
You
away.
hold the open game box before you.
Hey Kim, wanna play?
The lieutenant looks over the rulebook before he sees something that makes his eyes go wide.
Holy shit. The average playing time for this game is 1 to 6 hours.
Well, we might as well play the RPG game.
I'm not sure we can afford to set aside that kind of time for a game.
I think we can.
What is
Yes.
detective work if not an elaborate game? You need logical inference, attention to detail, the ability to analyze your opponent's motives.
Come on. It might help us think of more creative solutions to this case.
I do feel like my thinking has become somewhat rigid. Maybe a little diversion to keep the mind limber is just what's in order.
And there's like nothing going on right now.
See? He's doing the hard work himself. All he needed was a little nudge.
Alright, you've convinced me. How do we play?
I read the rules already, I'll show you.
You explain the basic setup procedures to the lieutenant, who
Wanna
seems
play
to be
right
a
here?
quick study. You each take your bag of tokens and counters and unfold the board between you. In the center is
Find
the
a
crown of
table or something, I
Revachol.
don't know.
Radiating outward are her colorful vessels, each one supplying some raw material desired by the suzerain. Apricots from Safre, archaeological treasures from Ilmarat, sugars from the Seminine Islands, and magenta cocaine from Supra Muindi and Sarah Maritza. There's also a neat little log to keep track of your progress in case you need to put the game away and return to it later.
Cool.
The lieutenant goes first. He draws a contract card and moves several of his workers to the Safre territory of the board, and the others to the Seminine Islands.
Alright, detective, your turn.
You have a few options available to you. Will you try to fulfill contracts right away, or rearrange your workers to maximize production on future turns? Remember what the rulebook said. You'll want to choose a strategy early on and stay committed to it.
Okay. I'll try to fulfill the contract.
You draw a contract card offering a number of coins in exchange for archaeological treasures. You place all your workers on the Ilmarat territory. On your next turn, you produce 6 units of archaeological treasure and fulfill the contract for a handful of coins.
Not bad, detective.
As he completes his own contract card, the lieutenant is rewarded with 4 coins and a round wooden token that he places in the center of the board.
That's a market. It's worth 2 victory points.
Hey, why don't I get one of those?
Don't worry, it was mostly just luck. You'll earn some points soon enough.
I'm not even sure what points are. That's the part of the problem.
Points are nothing. They don't exist. They're just an arbitrary convention that games use to reward or punish players
Well,
for
you're
certain
winning,
behaviors.
so... Who came up with such a concept?
Game designers, I imagine?
Am I getting points right now?
There are some paranoid types who believe the moral intern keeps detailed score sheets for everyone in the
Oh,
real
wow.
belt. But that's obviously nonsense. Otherwise, no.
Interesting.
There are no points, just your actions and the consequences of those actions.
It's terrifying.
That's just the way it is. Now, I believe it's your turn.
Glancing over the board, you see several possible strategies. Pressing more workers into service would increase your economic output and help you to survive a possible conflict with the lieutenant. Or you could ignore your labor supply and focus on fulfilling contracts for points and resources. What do you do?
I'm gonna choose one method and stick with it, so we're gonna keep doing contracts.
Who cares about workers or territories when the real action is in Revachol? You spend your turns
I'm
fulfilling
playing the bad
contracts
guy.
for sweet coins and one-time bonuses. After several turns, you have a neat pile of cardboard coins and several units of archaeological treasure. which you trade in to build a museum. You place a cylindrical piece of wood on the Revachol section in the middle of the board. It's meant to stand in for a beautifully adorned edifice filled with ancient wonders.
Well played, Detective. That museum is worth 3 victory points.
Now it's the lieutenant's turn to respond. He moves aggressively onto the Safri territory. Soon, his workers are producing a steady supply of extremely valuable apricots. How can you let the lieutenant dominate you like that? You need to hit back, and hard. For several turns, you struggle to respond to the lieutenant's burgeoning apricot empire. Eventually, you relocate the majority of your workers to Supremawindi and Saramaritsa, where they begin producing a bumper crop of cocaine tokens.
That might be good.
You draw a new contract card. According to the text, there's an aristocrat willing to trade a large supply of cocaine for a number of coins and access to a rare bonus. Amplified music worth 7 victory points. Oh yeah, baby. Cocaine and rock music go together like cocaine and rock music. You've reached a critical strategic juncture. How do you respond to the lieutenant's aggression?
Rock and roll, baby.
It takes several turns, but you slowly begin accumulating the cocaine necessary to complete the contract. When you do, it practically rains cardboard coins on your side. Feels good, doesn't it? But you know what would feel even better?
You're gonna say drugs, aren't you?
Drugs, specifically uppers. You should find some the first chance you get. While you daydream about speed, the lieutenant has built himself a formidable economic engine of his own. The end game is upon you. How will you spend the vast resources you've acquired for the glory of the suzerain? Flipping through the manual, you find the most expensive structure in the game, the Revacholian victory column, worth 12 victory points. If you can successfully build it, victory would be all but assured. Alternatively, you could try launching a trade war to crush the lieutenant's economy, or you could blow all that money on a public education system for your worker tokens. The choice is yours.
I will go for the column.
Using the substantial coins and resources you've accumulated from diligently fulfilling contracts and constructing trade routes, you spend your final turns constructing the ultimate structure in the game, the Revacholian victory column. With a triumphant flourish, you remove a rectangular token from one of the satchels and place it next to your museum cylinder in the center of the board.
What shall I say? This feels strangely anticlimactic.
That's the problem with certain games. At some point, they just end, as though no one expected the players to make it that far. Now, let's tally up the scores, shall we?
Computing the final scores is almost a game unto itself. You each spend an inordinate amount of time making stacks of coins, consulting tables, and struggling with basic addition and multiplication. After double, then triple checking your maths, you have your final score. 35 victory points. The suzerain will be extremely pleased.
I've got 26 points. Looks like you won convincingly. Well played, detective. Now let's clean up and get back to work.
You hold the open game box
It's been 6
before
hours,
you.
it looks like. It's interesting. Have I interacted with
Crinkled
that?
chewing gum wrapper. The worn label reads, Tutti Frutti. It smells faintly of apricots with a barely noticeable twinge of cinnamon.
And I'll say, why do I even care about this?
Good question. There is no answer or secret phrase written on the inside of the wrapper. Yet you're drawn to it. Drawn by regret. Stop before you hurt yourself with the Tutti Frutti wrapper. Throw it away, please.
I'll hang on to it, just in case.
You carefully fold the wrapper into a square before putting it back into your pocket, lovingly even, despite the strange feeling of regret.
And I do think I've looked at everything. All right.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the...
I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but...
I forgot what I was supposed to do with it. Oh, I can sing karaoke? I need to find a sufficiently tragic tape. Alright, okay, yes. There's Joyce's info. There's something she wants to tell you. You just have to present her with your badge to hear it. Okay. Right, the lady on the boat. Get Isabel and Lillian in the nameless fishing village down the coast. Right, I gotta get down there on Wednesday. And how do I... Guild 9:46 on Tuesday. Okay, I'm just noticing the times above the quests. Gosh.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and bullet holes in the front. But the documents inside the envelope still lack the required...
Oh,
it's not going to be that easy.
Unfortunately, I need something to be a little easy right now, because I'm a little lost. But also, so we did play a game, so we accomplished that. And we passed some time, so we might be almost ready to wrap it up. I'll talk to this guy again, see if there's anything new.
Work. Right to work.
No, I've pushed all of these.
Shame on you.
And these are the anti-union crowd that just wants to work for less money, and they want to come in and cross the picket line and stuff like that. So just in case you're new here and you're just watching this, because I talked to him before I started recording this anyway, so like before I recorded the first one. I'll ask... Oh, I gotta ask, where exactly are you from?
What's it to you?
I thought you looked real familiar for a second there.
No, don't think we've met before. I came to help out the people.
Makes sense, I guess. Never mind, not gonna pry.
The man has turned his attention elsewhere. He shakes his fist slowly while observing you from the corner of his eye.
Okay. Looks like his shoulders hurt. And I looked in there already. There's like racist stuff in there, I think. A sticker, postcards, or something like that. I don't think there's anything new going on here. I'll talk to her again.
I've got nothing to say to you. Why are you wasting your time?
Are you the Hardy girl?
I am not.
You could be Liz. You could be anything. You could even be a model.
My Glenn.
Even a mod?
Uh-oh.
Glenn, I went to law school. I am an attorney.
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International.
Get a grip, Glenn. She went to law school.
So fucking what? Lots of models are actually really smart people, fuckwad.
No, Glenn. They aren't.
That's not what I was saying.
It's not her. She's not a hardy girl. Definitely.
I'm gonna go back and say the other thing.
You could be Liz.
Even a mod?
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International.
He's right, you know. You're very pretty.
The cold look in her eyes speaks louder
well, that
than
didn't work.
words. It's not her. She's not a hardy girl. Definitely.
What are you gonna do to me?
What are we going to do to you?
You were specifically asked not to say that.
Shit.
And then you said it anyway. You junior delinquent. But you still did.
But I gained
The
experience.
union isn't going to do anything to you. It is not a crime syndicate. It is a labor organization.
Goddamn right it is.
If anything, it is the RCM who do things to people. But we digress.
Okay.
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers. The men are talking, but you swear you hear those black limbs tap on the window as the wind blows outside.
I'll squint.
There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside. You're not so sure about that. Somehow you just know there's something out there, behind the glass.
There's something out there.
Yeah, your mother.
God. Walked right into that one. I thought I could talk to some of these other people.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here.
I told you already, I spoke to Everett, and he said you'd cooperate.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy.
I did.
And now she's making me play with you. Is that it, lawman?
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna go and tell on us?
I would never tell on someone.
I would, though.
Oh, God.
Typical Bino Clark. Always a tattletale. Everard sent word you two would be around again. That's the only reason I'm being so forthcoming with you. Don't wear it out.
I want to talk to you about the hanging again.
Again. Just get the dead guy's autograph, since you're his biggest fan.
Good one, Titus.
You murdered him just like that, no remorse?
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
What should I say? Honestly, I drink so much. I can't really remember anyone I've sent behind bars.
Doesn't remember them. He just forgets. Are you hearing this, Titus?
Ain't no use keeping a stiff catalog in your head. That's for sure.
Should I say
How many
something
people
else?
send them to Reunion to rot? For 20 years.
We'll say,
For life.
Yeah, but these are bad people, criminals, scum of the earth.
Rest assured, lawman. None worse than our guy. He got what was coming to him. About fucking time.
Maybe he'll respect me if I get up in his face. I don't know. My goodness.
The man ponders his cooking utensils.
Okay, don't see anything new there.
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of tape viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore.
This is where the magic happens. And by magic, I mean I have dreams about dying.
And by that, you mean crimes against humanity?
No, I meant disco. Never mind.
I know what you meant.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Where's it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my superstardom hard lately.
Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen, Salam Rocky Bayi, badass on-the-edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera, lights.
Action.
With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on.
Interesting. This is the place to be for those bottles. Man, I'm cleaning up a little bit. Looks like there's something on the table, but it's not letting me. It's also not letting me pick up that bottle in the middle of the room. My water's still on. It wouldn't let me turn it off last time, I don't think. Alright. Nope, it's gonna close it, but... Nope. Alright, I think I've done all I can right here. Let's see if any... I think I'll wrap it up here. And then try to get going on something next time. But I did some things. Nothing huge happened. I just have to kind of figure out what I'm doing a little bit more. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll go ahead and save this. And we'll quit.